A good look at the home of the Tigers, Comerica Park here in Detroit. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. It's Tigers baseball, and it's coming up next. Jordan Zimmermann gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, guys, he won his 10th game of the season in his last start. We'll see how he does here.
Eaton makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The center fielder, number 1, Eaton.
And our first pitch is taken for ball 1 as we are officially underway from Comerica Park. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And it hasn't been a homestand to remember so far. They're just 2-3 in their first 5 games, so they're going to need to pick it up.
Very weakly on the ground. A quick out number 1. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, I know this team has to be hoping that Jose Abreu can get it going. He's hitting near the Mendoza line in his last 10 ball games and really having trouble getting anything positive going at the plate.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And striding in is the left fielder, Melky Cabrera. Zimmermann looks in. First pitch on its way. And that misses inside 1-0. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Well, McDonald, just like most other umpires, he'll miss a couple here and there, but his strike zone never seems to be too outrageous.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Martinez moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Justin Upton is a classic corner outfielder that plays average to above average defense. He's not going to blow you away with his range, but he has a good arm and great instincts off the bat.
Jose Abreu will stand in for the first time. Currently 3rd in the American League in home runs.
And he leads this ball club in that department, so he's really been the guy that they're looking to drive the ball out of the yard.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. And there are the AL home run leaders we alluded to a moment ago. The 0-1 pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Martinez. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So that long ball has taken him one away from the century mark in home runs for his career. Not a major milestone, but a pretty impressive number nonetheless.
Yeah, good for him. He's really shown some solid power so far in his career, and he's about to reach a milestone that quite a few major league hitters never reach. This guy's been a real pain in the backside so far in this series. I mean, this is his second home run here in 3 days, so he is really seeing the ball well now.
Todd Frazier will stride forth to take his first cuts now. And he's a long ball threat, of course, currently 4th in the American League in that department.
Well, and that's exactly what you want from your corner infielders. You got to love having those big boys down the lines that drive the ball out of the yard.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Swings well to deep right field, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. It's a solo home run for Todd Frazier, number 28 on the season, as the White Sox move in front 2-0.
And early on here, he's having real trouble locating his pitches. I mean, this is another pitch that's biting off way too much of the plate. And they've roughed him up for 2 home runs already, and we're not out of the first yet.
Here's the catcher, Dioner Navarro.
Dioner Navarro.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Well, there's the location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, it's going to be on the ground.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the White Sox 2, the Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Carlos Rodon gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, he has just not been effective at all on the road. Not really sure what the reason has been, but he's really got to change that trend here in this one.
And striding in is the second baseman, Kinsler, now to get things rolling in the home half of inning number 1.
Second baseman, Kinsler.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Eric, these White Sox, as they enter play today, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
And to make matters worse, they've got to square off against one of the best pitchers in the game, so it's not going to be easy to turn things around here.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Hard liner toward short. Well, this will find the glove of Rollins at short. 1 gone. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Steve, what do they need to do to complete the sweep?
Well, all they have to do is keep doing what they're doing. This team has a very high average, continuing to hit well as a team, and they'll continue to win games.
Jose Iglesias will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cabrera's there. 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at the White Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Sure, Matty. Melky Cabrera's defense, that's not the reason he's playing at the major league level. He's at best a below average corner outfielder. He doesn't have a ton of speed or a stellar arm, but he does well enough to keep running him out there. I mean, let's be honest. He's a major leaguer because of his bat. Hopefully his defense doesn't cost his team in the long run.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
2 out, nobody on. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Here's another look. This fastball's of the two-seam variety, running away from him at the plate. And if you try to pull it, you roll over it. Instead, he goes right with it and winds up with a double.
Nick Castellanos will dig in now. And as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race, currently second entering play.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. For Cabrera, he gets credited with double number 24 on the year. Hit the other way out toward right field. Spoone on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back for more from Detroit. after this. Justin Morneau will stand in here. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game.
Justin Morneau.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Hit hard back up the middle. Iglesias gets down to make the play. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome. Boy, there's that outstanding range on display right here. This ball's headed for center field, but he's able to dive to his left to get it, and then look how quickly he gets rid of the ball. That is so well done right there.
Brett Lawrie will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Zimmermann gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. And he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he falls behind 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Stepping in now, Glenn Spoone. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 4 home runs and 17 RBIs. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. You know, now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
2 out, nobody on. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
That is just a great at-bat right there. Anytime you go from down 0-2 in the count to working out a walk, well, let me tell you, that ain't easy to do. And that's all about having a really good feel for the strike zone.
Jimmy Rollins will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
Well, when you're struggling as a ball club, this is when you got to force the issue a little bit, and that can mean being aggressive on the bases. And now he's into second here on the stolen base.
Has to be thinking strikeout here.
Nope.
Just a touch outside. 1-2.
You get a good look right there. Already 33 pitches now through an inning and 2/3. That's an awfully high number this early.
And Rollins will lay off here, and he's worked the count back to 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. J.D. Martinez will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, baseball can be a humbling game. Yesterday wasn't a good day for him, but over the season, he's hitting over 300.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Batting 6th, left fielder
Justin Upton will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. And here's a ball hit in the air. Spoone sprinting after it. He gets there, and that's the second out.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Into the box now, James McCann. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. The average sits at .303 entering play, 6 home runs, and 28 RBIs. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chopped weakly to the left. Frazier charging this one. And Morneau with a nice job over there to hang with a low throw, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. White Sox on top, 2-0. Adam Eaton is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make them bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Not even the best players are immune to a bad call from time to time. I mean, to me, that's not a strike. I think to him, that's not a strike either. But, hey, the guy in blue, it's strike 3, and he's the only one that counts.
Here's Melky Cabrera. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away.
Well, yeah, that one's going to sting a little bit. This pitch is coming hard in on him, and you can see he's way late getting that barrel through. So as it turns out, he's going to get more distance on the barrel of that bat than he does on the baseball.
Standing in now, Jose Abreu. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Romine is going to have room as he puts it away right in front of the dugout for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the White Sox, but they're on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, Andrew Romine, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Baseman, Andrew Romine.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cabrera will wait on it. 1 gone.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Tyler Collins.
Tyler Collins will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out and focus on the next game.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Swinging a soft liner. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Yeah, that's a 2-out hit here in the 3rd inning. Maybe just a little something to get this guy out of his early comfort zone and put him into the stretch.
Striding into the box, Jose Iglesias. He flew out in his last at-bat. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And with 2 outs, this was an excellent spot to try to take second base. The worst case scenario is if you get thrown out, you allow a good hitter to come back and lead off the next inning. Now you give that same good hitter an opportunity to drive you in with just a base hit.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. There to take it now is Eaton, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Todd Frazier is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Zimmermann's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
And here's that sequence once again right here on Showtrack. Now, normally this is a guy that you might want to nibble with, but he was all business here in this at-bat. Each one of these pitches finds the strike zone, and they're able to set him down quickly to lead off the inning.
Here's the catcher, Dioner Navarro. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
And it's quickly 0-2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here it comes, 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The 0-2 delivery. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, that might be his way of saying, look, enough of the foul balls already.
That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Hit hard up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it. And he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And that'll bring in the former MVP, first baseman Justin Morneau. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Called strike 0-2.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Upton's under it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Lawrie.
Settling in now, Lawrie. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Hit in the air out to right. Moving under it, Martinez, and that's the 3rd out. White Sox leave 1. They're up 2-0. Leading off the inning, Miguel Cabrera, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Three and 0 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And, oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Eaton. 1 out. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And as you see there, just 1 mile an hour separating these two arms so far. 96 on one hand, 95 on the other. Nick Castellanos is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Hot shot toward third, but a quick glove at third, and there are two gone.
The right fielder, number 28.
We're starting to see some better swings now this second time through the lineup. He had them pretty much on their heels the first time through, but this ball was squared up about as good as you can do it, and he was fortunate that it was hit right at someone.
Here's J.D. Martinez. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's thrown first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well, and we're in the middle of this ball game.
2 out, nobody on. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The two-seamer working away with 2 strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
Hit hard to short. Backhanded. Throw over to Morneau is going to be in time, and with it, the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail it here 2-0. Glenn Spoone will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Two and 0 now.
Yeah, they're being really careful with this guy. Remember, they walked him the first time around, and now they're behind 2-0 to him right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. And that's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
Jimmy Rollins is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Lays off 1-0. Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The batter, center fielder
Adam Eaton will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And another foul ball. Zimmermann comes set. 0-2 on its way. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Well, this is the second time he struck out so far, and this is a type of ball game where, you know, it's wet out, the field's slippery, it's a little muddy. Who knows what can happen if you just put the ball in play?
So a runner at first with 2 away, and striding in is the left fielder Melky Cabrera. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw.
Yeah, timely gamble there. You really don't have a whole lot to lose, and it'll result in a 2-out scoring opportunity.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A man left for the White Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Justin Upton will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. Justin Upton with a solo home run. Number 21 for him on the season, and the Tigers have cut this to a 2-1 ball game.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
The catcher, number 34.
Into the box, James McCann. As he swings and hits a line drive out to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Yeah, you really can't take anything for granted out there when you're playing in the rain. You got to worry about your footing. You got to worry about raindrops getting in your eyes. You got to make sure you're in the right position. But in the end, he is right there to make the play.
Andrew Romine digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Cabrera has a beat on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, center fielder, Tyler Collins.
Stepping in, Tyler Collins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit.
Boy, not only was that pitch bearing in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field for a base hit.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Here's the first pitch to him. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Drilled on the ground to short. Taken in by Rollins. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. We are in Motown, but I don't think we'll be seeing any of these people dancing in a soul review tonight. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Jose Abreu will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Zimmermann steps into the windup and the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And when you need a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk's not on the agenda. You better bear down right here.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Skied into straightaway right. Martinez moving to his left, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
One out for Chicago here in the 6th. And standing in, a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away.
Well, he's allowed just 2 runs to this point. Both of them coming on solo homers. Things could be much different now if those had come with guys on base, but as it is, this has been a pretty good outing.
Dioner Navarro will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded to the right. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The White Sox lead it 2-1. Jose Iglesias gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Hot shot to third. Frazier's up with it, and he's retired here, 1 away.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
High pop up. Catch made there by Lawrie, and there are two gone now.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal, and it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Nick Castellanos will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips.
Well, 0 for 2, but he's taken some decent hacks. Could see a better result in this at-bat.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Eaton on the move. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They still trail it here 2-1. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. White Sox on top in this one, but before we get out to the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Justin Morneau will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. And neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
Shane Green is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
61, Shane Green.
Justin Morneau will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Chopped foul right at home plate. Hit in the air out to center field. Collins is in pursuit. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, number 15,
Brett Lawrie will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. One and one, here it comes. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. High in the air out to center field. Collins giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Well, this is why you have your speediest outfielder in center field. He doesn't have to be your best outfielder, but he's got to be able to track some things down, and this is why they've got him out there right now. What a brilliant play.
Stepping in now, Glenn Spoone. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They lead it 2-1. J.D. Martinez will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first two trips.
J.D. Martinez.
First offering on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Smoke toward third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
And not only is that going to put the tying run on base to start the bottom of the 7th, but that's also going to get this crowd involved a bit more, too.
Here comes Robin Ventura now out of the White Sox dugout. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Matt Albers will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Matt Albert.
Justin Upton will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. There's a line drive, and that's going to get down. And now, how far will they send that man from first? And now third base coach Dave Clark's giving him the come on around third. And he's in at third base with nobody out, representing the go-ahead run.
Well, there you go. That was easy. Leadoff single puts the guy in the stretch, and then bang. A triple here chases him home.
James McCann will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
Fly ball heading for the alley. Eaton is after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 3-2 ball game. The relay throw, and they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score.
Well, once this ball got out there, you figured it was a sure double, but he decided to risk it and try for 3. It's a pretty big gamble to take when you're already in scoring position, and here it doesn't pay off.
Dan Jennings will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs and send this one along into the 8th. Into the box now, Andrew Romine, as he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play. It's strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
In now, Tyler Collins. He's running towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It sails a bit, and he will get into second base as the tying run.
Boy, that's a good jump right there this time. I think he had this one stolen, even if the throw is on target. But you see, the shortstop have to go up the ladder to get it, and that took away any chance of throwing him out.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Lifted the other way out to left center. Eaton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Up next for the Tigers, second baseman, Kinsler.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and the lineup will turn over now for the leadoff hitter, Kinsler. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Surprising to you guys that it looks like they're going to pitch to him?
It is to me. I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere near this guy with a base open.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. 2 out here and a runner at second. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
And this guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, this is a tough way to help your on-base percentage out as a leadoff hitter, but he's on base here regardless.
Jose Iglesias will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in on it is Eaton. He can't get there as it falls in. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Took him a while to pick up that first hit of the ball game, but he made it count as he was able to drive in the run on the RBI single.
Miguel Cabrera will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. 3 runs already home here. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Tigers 4 and the White Sox 2. Alex Wilson will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Alex Wilson.
Leading off the inning, Jimmy Rollins, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
They've let these guys keep hanging around, not able to put them away. I tell you, this game, it's far from over. They're not going to go quietly.
Adam Eaton will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
Well, I think this is going to wind up working pretty much like a sacrifice, but I don't think that's what he had in mind. This wasn't a show early and make sure you get it down kind of a bunt. He was trying to beat that one out, but a good throw is going to take care of him.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Melky Cabrera. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Squared that one up just a little late. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Hit out towards second. On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away. Eighth inning at Comerica Park. You get a look at our line score there with the Tigers leading this one at home and trying to finish this one off. Jose Abreu strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And now K-Rod Francisco Rodriguez is up throwing in the bullpen. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
2 outs here with a runner at third. And this one gets away. That could be a run. And it is a run.
You just get the sense that the momentum is turning. This pitch is nowhere close to the target, and that's a big pick-me-up right there to score a run on the wild pitch.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. It's the Tigers 4 and the White Sox 3. Nate Jones is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Nate Jones.
Nick Castellanos will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Lawrie's there and reined in 1 away.
The right fielder, number
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. J.D. Martinez digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. (4-3) our score here as we play the 8th. Swing and a miss. A little too anxious there. 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
But when you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
Belted high in the air out to left. Cabrera going back. Gone! A solo shot here to left. 24 home runs for him on the season, and it's now 5-3.
And now the task got just a little bit easier right here. That's the definition of an insurance run here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And now with the lead up to 2, you give your guy a little bit more breathing room here for the top of the 9th.
The left fielder, number 8.
Here's Justin Upton now, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Heading out towards shallow right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Standing in now, James McCann. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. This is line to left. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Andrew Romine steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
A runner on first with 2 away. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. 1 for the Tigers, and it comes on this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the White Sox. It's now 5-3 in favor of the Tigers. Francisco Rodriguez is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 57, Francisco Rodriguez.
Todd Frazier will be the man trying to start the rally in the 9th against K-Rod.
This just isn't any closer. This is one of the top closers in the game, so good luck.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Collins is there, and it's a picture-perfect beginning to the 9th inning for a pitcher. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Dioner Navarro will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And another one misses here as they fall behind Navarro 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally, this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0. Justin Morneau waits on deck. And he gets this fastball over. Back to 3-1 now. Set. Here's the 3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2.
Yeah, and it's hard to look for a change up there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Grounded back up the middle. Iglesias is up with it, and the throw gets him as he takes away a hit that time.
Now batting, first baseman, Justin Morneau.
Justin Morneau makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
The 0-1 on its way. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A full house of 41,782 fans rise as one here in Detroit. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And these guys continue to play good baseball, good fundamental baseball. And they finish off the 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Justin Upton. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Tigers win it 5-3. So long from Motown.